Doing good.
It's good.
You guys doing?
Good.
We have Gerry and Brian Campbell as our guests tonight. Welcome them.
Yeah.
How was everybody's week?
Good.
Yeah, so far so good.
Brian, how you feeling after the tournament?
I feel actually really good. Yeah, I was telling you, I played in that other thing the a couple days ago, and
Right.
I was super sore going into that, but I think it like helped loosen me up a little bit, so I feel
Helped you
good.
out
Yeah, it was
probably.
fun. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was fun.
Yeah. Um, the new guy, Mike, who played for White,
Mhm.
I asked him to text me today to let me know how he was feeling because last night he said he was doing great. Let me pull up the text. Oh, it looks like the Reds won. Good. Should have had this ready. About 1 o'clock. Yeah, I'm for sure feeling it today. That's a text I got from. After the first one, I think everybody's a little surprised just how sore they are.
Yeah.
All right, Dawson's already talking smack.
Yeah.
People bailed, Dustin. That wasn't my fault.
Both were on the red team too.
No, one was blue, one was red.
Oh, it was. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I misheard you.
No, you're
My
fine.
bad.
You're fine. Still,
Yeah.
it's. I had 6 people I reached out to try and get the teams a little bit more even, and needless to say, it wasn't successful. 2 teams were pretty competitive.
Yeah.
If,
Red
if you
team.
don't know, Dustin always pays me just a little bit extra. Like the fee was $13. He paid me 14. Yeah, he does it every time. Tries to give me a bribe to try and get a good team. Hey,
That's
I gave you
awesome.
the top goalkeeper there, Dustin. I don't know what more you want out of me. How you feeling, Jet?
Honestly, pretty good. Today's Monday. Not too terrible. I think I was a little sore the other day, but like I'm all right now.
Good.
Yourself?
Good deal.
How you doing?
Good deal. I was good. I didn't have a whole lot of action as I normally do,
Mm-hmm.
so it wasn't that bad. I wasn't feeling that bad. Either that or I'm in better shape, but I'm sure it's because of the latter. Everybody have a good Easter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal. Good deal. Ready to start with the National Day? I got a lot today.
Let's do it.
National Day brought to you by Barnes Painting.
Oh yeah, Barnes Painting. That's my company with my wife. That is Barnes Painting, and we do interior, exterior, residential, commercial. Barnes Painting. You should contact Liwan at Liwan at Barnes Barnes Painting. You know how to spell that. LLC.com. Check us out. We'll also stain decks and do just a little bit extra. You know, for the right price. You know what I mean. Thank you.
What's her number? 402-889.
9929. Thank you. I did skip that part. 402-889-9929. I think the DNA is who is DNA? Or is that lie?
The no, the DNA Daddy is the Twitch account. Since I put it
Oh.
twice, it's putting it on the chat twice. One from my host and then one from the Twitch account. I'm wondering if
Oh,
that's just going to Twitch. I bet you that one's just going to Twitch.
probably.
Yeah, my guess.
Yeah.
Okay, April 6th, it's National Fresh Tomato Day, National Carbonara Day, National Employee Benefits Day, National Student Athlete Day, National Caramel Popcorn Day, National Sorry Charlie Day, National Teflon Day, National IEP Writing Day. Does anybody know what IEP stands for?
Yeah. It's
No.
I individual education plan, I think. So like My
Did you look
kids,
that Google that, or do you know that off the top of your head?
I know off the top of my head because my kids both
That's
had IEPs in
impressive. I
school
had to
for a
look it
while.
up. Go.
So essentially, what it is they needed like when they're in elementary school needed like different testing areas. Like they couldn't test around a bunch of people because it'd make them nervous. And then some kids have it all the way through high school and into college. My kids needed it in like middle school, and then they were fine.
I won't. I had the whole description out, but I don't need to, Jerry. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's also New Beer's Eve because tomorrow is National Beer Day. So this is the eve of National Beer Day. So they want you to drink both
Nice.
today and tomorrow. I know exactly. Exactly.
I knew that day, not the New Year's
Yes,
Eve,
I'm
but I
sure
knew
you
what
did.
beer was. Beer, beer.
That is correct. That is correct.
Got that one marked on your calendar, Jeff.
Yep, yep. Just pre-game into it.
Every day is National Beer Day for Jet, though.
Yeah.
Scores from yesterday brought to you by Cellar 426. Cellar 426 sits high on the hill in Ashland off exit 426 with 360 degrees of breathtaking views. Over 160 awards from international wine competitions, including many double gold best of class awards, plus cider, food, chocolates, gift, items, vineyard, and music. Sunday was off, so we did an Easter tournament. We had a red, white, and blue team, and white team and blue team were the two competitive ones. We did a little special tournament where we did 15 rounds of 8-minute games, and we did a semifinal final, which we've never done before. Curious what everybody's thought was on that type of format.
I mean, I had a good time at the end, I guess. I don't know.
No, I had a
Ryan,
good
what
time.
would-
I thought it was fun.
Okay. Okay. A lot of people don't like the semifinal final because they say the first part of the tournament doesn't matter.
So, like, if one team's just getting its ass handed to them halfway through, though, like, it wouldn't matter to them at all. I just think it stays competitive because everyone wants to not play in the semifinals.
Right.
That's almost like
I
winning.
agree. So I had a thought. Halfway through the tournament, whatever team's in last place, they can swap one of their players for another player from one of the other two teams.
You know, lie would kill me.
I would be traded so much for somebody good.
Liam thought that was a bad idea because he thought that might bring out some anger in the people that get traded, Jerry. But I'm thought, well, maybe they
I would
want to
be
show up
fine.
their old team, just how good they. Jerry, I'm with you. I think our group were friendly enough,
Yeah.
and everybody kinds of knows their skill level. You know, we'll talk about it some more next tournament. Maybe do something like that. Sandbag for a trade. There you go. There you go. Birthdays are brought to you by DJ Josh.
Yeah, DJ Josh. Well, he DJs, but he does more than just that. He does trivia night on Tuesdays. Oh yeah, on Music Mondays. That is like bingo music, where it's like rock the house, da 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 da, other song that I can't think of, and basically he does that on Mondays. So DJ Josh, he is awesome. Check out his Facebook page. I'll put it in the text to the right. Sandbag for a trade. Yeah, that's what Will just said.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Had to stretch for some birthdays this week. 4/9 is the only day we have birthdays. I have Julie Gardner. Do you guys know how old she is when she was born? I don't.
0.
know the year.
Yeah.
Any shot? I don't know. I know it's 4/9. I just don't know the year.
Julia Gardner, Drew's wife.
Yeah.
I would say I
Drew's
bet
wife, yes.
1987.
Okay. We'll find. Okay. We'll find. We will. I will ask her and find out. Sammy's husband Austin's birthday is also the 9th. And if my sister is listening, her birthday's the 9th. She hopped on last week. I thought she might hop on this week.
Brian, you
Those
guessed
are the birthdays
Julia's.
for the week.
Right. It is 1987. I looked on Facebook.
Very nice.
Ryan,
Well, I had inside
hitting
knowledge of that. I went to college with both of them, so I knew she was like a year or two younger than me. So
Awesome. Okay. Awesome. I'm going to update my. You said 87, right?
yep.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Any anti-ads this week, Jet?
Well, it looks like one of our listeners has an anti-ad. I personally don't like the semifinal final because I'd rather every game matter. I'm curious what you guys thought of the 0-0 tie in the final. Was that sour at all to not have a win in the end? I made it all emphasize
No.
that wrong on purpose, just FYI.
I don't care if it ties at the end. I think after 2.5 hours, a lot of people just want the game to be over, honestly.
I was kind of hoping for a
Yeah,
shootout
what's-
because we were on the losing end of that, but you know that's how it goes.
Do you really want to shoot out?
Oh, I don't know.
We can talk about it. I'm always up for changing stuff.
Do like the old school MLS shootout.
Where
The
you have to
dribble out.
down.
Yeah,
I'm sure the
Yeah, but
keepers
then
would
you
be
probably have to have
super
a
happy.
referee, you know?
Yeah, Will.
Probably,
I think
yeah.
Will's like out on that one. He's like,
yeah.
Keepers are really
Yeah, it's
wanting
a
to
little
keep
rough for
guys
the
around
keepers.
for sure.
Right. Although Fernando probably would have loved it, honestly.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just do empty net from
Yeah.
3/4 of the way. Yeah.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Do something like that. Dustin's for the dribble up.
There you go.
But see, I don't want anybody to get hurt. I think that could potentially cause some injuries. We'll talk
Definitely
about
could.
it. We'll talk about it. Any other anti-ads?
No, hold on. Let me think. No, I'm
I'm
good.
a little disappointed we haven't seen anything for Carrie or Val yet. I wonder if she's not watching.
Probably not. Maybe they're still trying to
Oh.
get their drink on.
Probably. Quote for the day: never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level, then beat you with experience.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, getting back to the final. Do we do it like hockey, where you start with 6 on the field, and every minute somebody has to come off?
Dustin, excuse me, said a 3v3, but
3-on-3.
I kind of don't mind the breaking it down. You know, one less player on the field.
But every minute we drop somebody off till a score, like hockey does.
That's not a bad
I think
idea.
Yeah. Subbing still
We'll
allowed.
talk about it.
Yeah. I think it. Yeah,
No subbing's not allowed.
Oh, okay.
No, you start with right. That's part of it. You want to finish. Interesting. We'll talk about that. We could talk about that.
I
wanna
add
welcome
another
our guest
drinking
today.
thing where we say we'll talk about that. Like every time you say that,
We'll talk about that
everyone has to
later.
take a shot. We'll talk about that.
And if I say that twice, it's 4 drinks. You got to
Yeah.
double the drinks. Like to
We'll talk about that.
Dustin, we're off that, Dustin. Want to welcome Brian Campbell and Gerry Ford to our podcast. As we always start, I need your guys' full name and birth dates.
Gerry, you go first.
Okay. I have to give my middle name, my full government name. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
My government name would be Gerald Edward Ford.
Very
And my
distinguished.
birthday, is that what you said?
Yep, you're
July
full.
20th, 1970.
So you're a Jeff too.
I am just a, yeah.
Birthday?
Yeah.
July 20th of 1977, so I'm one of the elder people. Especially on my team, so I'm usually the oldest, unless Scott's playing in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm Brian James Campbell, May 14th, 85.
Where'd you guys grow up? We can start. We go Jerry and Brian. We can keep that pattern going.
I grew up in Omaha, like north-ish, almost out of town, all the way over by Emmanuel Hospital.
Yeah, I grew up in Kearney, Nebraska.
What high school and what year did you graduate?
I went to Omaha North and graduated in 1995.
So I went to Kearney High in 2003.
Colleges?
I dropped out of University of Nebraska Lincoln in '96, so right after I graduated, and then I got my degree at Kaplan University,
Nice.
Oh, okay. What's your degree in? Sorry, Jeff.
Human Services. I have an associate's in Human Services.
So I went to, at the time it was Midland Lutheran College. It's now Midland University, but I graduated in 2010 with a BA or a business degree.
Did you ever, either of you play soccer in college?
I did.
Brian did. Yeah, not me.
I'm sorry. What was that, Jerry?
Kaplan didn't have a team, so.
Okay. Well, I guess that's true. Okay. Makes sense. And Brian, if I understand correctly, you played all 4 years?
Yep. Yeah, I played all 4 years. I was center back the first 3 years, and then I played right back my senior year.
But you didn't finish out your senior year, correct?
Yeah, my senior year against Nebraska Wesleyan, and it was kind of bittersweet because it was the only time we actually beat them. But I tore my ACL with about 10 minutes left in the game, I think, and that was all she wrote for the college soccer career.
Damn.
How long did your recovery take?
So that was the first time I tore my ACL, and so I went to like 1 week of PT, and then being like the 21-year-old idiot that I was and kind of depressed about it and everything, I stopped going to PT, and that's probably why I tore it again 8 years later, something like that. But yeah, I just kind of gave up on the whole PT thing. But yeah, it was a tough time for sure.
Right knee, left knee.
Right knee both times.
Okay. All right.
We
So
know
we know
his
which one to
weakness.
attack.
Wow. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know where it is. Yeah. No, funny story though. The second time I tore my ACL was actually at the Maple Athletic Complex. It was I think tennis and soccer at the time, but I was playing in a men's league. And you guys remember Rogan, right? We were on the same team. Yeah, barely. I know his memory's fading, but we were on the same team, and we just smoked into each other, like right on the right, kind of the right side on the boards. And that time I blew out my meniscus and my knee, but I thought I was kind of done playing soccer after that. But here I am.
That sounded like that sucks.
Yeah, that
sounded
time.
like it was bad.
Yeah, that time I was a little bit more mature. I think actually, a funny story. Like I timed the surgery for the 2012 World Cup, I think. So I had my surgery, or it happened in the winter, and I had my surgery that summer, so that I could stay home and watch the whole World Cup and everything. But that time I took PT seriously and went for like a whole 9 months, and that definitely helped because that's why I'm able to play now.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Where do you guys work?
So I work for Together, and we are a nonprofit. We focus on food insecurity, housing insecurity, and then we have an advocacy department that's in. They are either in Lincoln during the legislative session or they're in Omaha and Council Bluffs during the just for regular city council stuff. So
I work for Mutual of Omaha. I lead a team that does disability claims, insurance claims.
How long have you guys worked at your both locations?
I am on year 10. So I oversee 3 of our housing programs. So it's taking people from street or shelter homeless and getting them to a place and then working with them to be self-sustaining. And then we have a street outreach program that I oversee. So they're just out meeting with people on the streets all the time. But I'm on year 10 here, and then I worked at Open Door Mission for 3 years before that. So
Awesome, Jerry. I've been at Mutual for a little over 15 years, about 15 and a half years.
Cool.
Yeah.
You like
Wait, how
doing it?
long?
About 15 and a half years.
So is this like your first job out of college?
Essentially,
it's gotta be close, right?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. It was a funny story. I was working at, do you guys remember there was an old Chicago on 144th and Center? I was working there.
Mate,
It's actually,
mate, rest in peace.
yeah, I know, may rest in peace. That's actually where I met my wife too, but there was a guy that bartended there kind of on the side, and he's like, hey, you should come, interview or whatever. And it's funny, I interviewed and got rejected, and then one of the people called me. He's like, hey, we still need people. You want to come work? And I was like, yep, sure. And that was it. Been there ever since.
that's cool.
All right, so you're married. Your wife's name, Brian?
Megan.
When did you guys get married?
2015? Or no, yeah, 2015. Sorry, it's been, it was like a little over 10 years. I always forget, she'd kill me. But
What was the date again?
8/7/15. That's how I remember it, because 8 plus 7 equals
Oh,
15.
Dude, that's an
Oh,
easy date to
that's
remember.
nice,
know.
dude.
Yeah.
Was that your doing or is this coincidence?
Coincidence, I think. I don't know.
Nice.
Jerry?
I am engaged and will be married on November 13th of this year.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Congrats,
Yeah.
Jerry.
You were married one previous time, correct?
twice.
Oh, twice. I'm
Twice.
sorry.
The first one
Okay,
I don't
awesome.
count because it
Good
didn't last
story.
very long. There's no.
No, this is good. Let's start. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, marriage.
Let's
God, third
learn
marriage,
more
dude,
about
really?
Jerry time. We're charging up to Jerry.
Yeah, I'm
We're
not
gonna
sure about
learn
saying
more.
anything about myself. So yeah, I got married in. I'm not going to count not knowing this one. Really, way too early. That
Like
marriage
how
lasted
old were you?
20,
Okay.
and she was 19, I think.
Okay.
I can't remember. Or was I 21? I was older than that. Never mind. I was like 21, 22. That didn't last. I won't go into all the details, but she's an evil, conniving cheater. So that didn't fly with me. So then,
Dude, that had to been like 40 years ago. Get over it.
it was, yeah, right. She just knows to stay away from me. So,
Does she live in Omaha?
I don't know. Like, I think so.
Okay.
I never. run
You
into
guys
her.
don't have any kids together, correct?
Nope, we had 2 dogs. I took one, she took the other, and they're both long dead,
Okay.
so we got nothing.
They're
nothing
both
tied
long
us
dead.
together.
Just like that relationship, they're both long dead.
That's the
That
truth.
marriage like 1 or 2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
I mean it was too early. I don't know what we were thinking, but
Sure. I
Um,
get it. Hey, you're
so
good.
then I
Yeah,
was married
we all make
for
mistakes.
20 years. It's so that I have 2 kids with my ex. We still get along. We just grew apart. So I have
Hi, Val.
a 19-year-old and a 16-year-old. But then my fiance Stacy, she has 2 kids as well. So we have a 20-year-old so we have 20, 19, 16, or 17 and 16 essentially. So It's a little bit of a full house.
And you and Stacy have known each other for a long time, correct?
Yeah, so we met each other New Year's Eve of 95, so 95, 96. And we dated for a little while when I was at the University of Nebraska. We dated for a little while, and then we just kind of ended it because I was in Lincoln and she was still in Omaha. So, um, and then I came back to Omaha and we reconnected and we kind of dated, but not officially. Um, that was in 97, yeah, and then we just kind of went our separate ways and did our different things. And then, um, gosh, it would like 2 years ago, this coming July, I just decided, I wonder what she's been up to, and reached out and we reconnected, and it was like right back where we left off.
I assuming you knew she was single when you reached out.
I I did, or at least I thought I did, but really, honestly, and I'm a bullshitter, but I'm not bullshitting you guys here. I worked downtown, so I was driving by Central High School, and that's where she went. And I'm like, I wonder what she's up to. So I did reach out, like just seeing, like, hey, how are things going? And then it just turned into like, hey, let's talk for a little bit. And a little bit turned into like very long phone conversations, and I'm not a phone guy, so that will tell you guys how much I love how much I love Stacy. I can't stand being on the phone. Um, but yeah, then we just kind of things just fell into place. We picked up where we left off, and kids got along. Our parents get along. Our parents both
So did you
like.
break up the marriage? Is that what happened?
No, hers was done before my last one. So
Okay, that's good.
yeah,
Val wants a messy. I was hoping to get this really messy.
there was some, yeah, kicking on doors, pounding on doors, about to kick them down in the middle of the night with that first marriage.
Wait, what? No, stop. Okay,
Yeah,
no,
okay, here. So,
expand.
okay, so the first ex, she was cheating on me, and this is back before you could just track somebody on your phone. So one day I was like, she had been giving this dude a ride to work, and I was suspicious because it wasn't just like they were just hanging out. Was what she like. I knew they were hanging out. She'd say she was doing something else. So I looked on our caller ID because he had called, and I'm like, well, this is a last name. Look in the phone book. There's one last name with that address. I'm like, looks like we're finding out if this guy lives here. So it's
For all you
probably
young people, the phone book is a book you get delivered to your house once a year that's got everybody's phone number and address in it.
yeah.
It's like
And
this
big,
big.
strong, muscled up like steroid guys used to tear him in half. Like, but so I walked up to the door of this house. I don't know, midnight, maybe 1, 2 in the morning. I can't remember, and just start pounding on it and kicking it. Boom, boom, boom. And the door opens, and it's this guy. To me, he was old. He was probably 60 something. So not old now when I
Oh
think about it.
shit!
So I'm like, what the fuck? But there's a lady. There's a lady with him. So I ask, is she there? And he says, yes, she's downstairs with my son. So I just walked in the house because at that point I didn't care what happened. I walked down the house and she came. I can't remember the whole thing. They were down there or whatever, and she's like, "Oh my God, you gotta leave." So, um, yeah, that one. And then I was dumb. I gave her time to, correct the actions, and it didn't fix it. So it didn't end like as friendly as my second one.
So this okay.
Thanks for sharing.
First one was
If
messy.
you guys
Second
think
one
about
was,
it like me, everybody thinks I'm Italian, but I'm not. So this guy opens the door and there's like a 5'8" Italian looking guy kicking on his door and then barges in his house and he's like, I will call the cops right now. Okay. I'm not Italian, I'm not gonna beat you down, but I get the Joe Pesci comparison.
hang on. Did you look like? Hang on. I got to do.
You're freezing for me, but it might be
So
me.
with your second wife,
Yeah.
it's much more amicable.
Yeah, for the most part, it has been. So it's been a couple years. Um, but now it's like, hey, you're annoying me, but I don't have to talk to you now. I'm just gonna not talk to you. But no, we're very much, even when maybe we have some animosity over something, we're always on the same page with the kids, which is important. So, but yeah, we probably get along. I mean, we get along. We
Yes.
always get along, but I think we're more friendly towards each other, oddly, after the divorce than we were for like the last 3 or 4 years. I also was probably
So
around.
is that what you looked like?
I was probably 260 in that picture. I was 260.
Look at that beard.
Yeah. That was like medium
an
length
epic
for a
beard.
beard.
That's so awesome. I love that beard.
Yeah.
You need to grow that back.
I would, but it's a lot of maintenance because I don't like how gray it is, and I should probably have stock in Just for Men by how much I'm keeping my beard
Oh,
looking dark brown. My barber could tell. She was
So
like,
Brian,
not you.
how many doors have you kicked down?
there you go.
Oh,
Thank you.
geez. Like metaphorically or like literally? No, just kidding.
Yes.
0 in both categories.
What? Come on.
Not that I can
Brian? How
remember.
did you and your wife meet? You said you guys
both-
worked at.
Yeah, both working at Old Chicago. Just became friends, and one thing led to another, and then here we are 10 years later with a couple kids, and yeah, not anything as crazy as Jerry's stories, but
I'm trying to avoid
She
those
wasn't married
stories.
before,
The
have
older
a-
I get-
no,
60-year-old
nope,
boyfriend
I
you
wasn't
had to
married.
beat up?
No, first marriage for both of us. Yeah.
Does she play soccer?
Nope.
Does she want to?
No. She's never played. I mean, maybe when she was like a little kid, but no.
She get her.
She's
out on a
actually always
Thursday.
worried about me getting hurt again, so I always have to, I've had to
Well,
like
I
slow
wonder
drip
why.
it into, I know. Yeah.
I mean, come on. You got all those.
Like, to be honest with you, that's probably how it'll end someday, but I'll play as long as I can.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Okay.
a question for you.
Is that a true statement?
No, it's not. Dustin's a liar.
What Dustin say?
So Brian is a time traveler. Well, you can't see this. There it is. Look at the date of this wedding.
You got married in 9 years from now.
So what
Oh,
happens in the future, Brian?
That's my buddy's wedding. That's crazy. Yeah, that's the first time I went to Vegas. That's crazy. It's my buddy Gray and his wife Allison.
You were in Vegas. That
Yeah, all those
explains-
God, what year was
all
that?
all those
That was
photos,
Like
I
2009
assumed
or
I-
something?
I assume September 5th is their wedding anniversary, right? I assume.
No, they got married in March. I don't know why. That's a weird time.
Somebody's-
Yeah.
That time is so
Somebody's
off.
nuts.
Yeah. No, they got married in March. Yeah, that was. They got
Oh,
married
that's
at
hilarious.
Mandalay Bay. Yeah.
So why do all the couples seem close except for you? You seem like you're standing way off to the right.
Well, because I didn't have a. I was a lone gun at that time.
Oh,
Oh, you weren't one of the groups. See, I figured you were with her and just decided not to stay
No.
next door.
Nope, I was in the wedding, but yeah, I was a
Like an
lone
usher?
guy back then. Yeah.
Okay. No, I thought the date was funny.
Yeah, it was definitely like 2008, 2009, somewhere around there. I can't remember the exact year.
They had a crazy, crazy photo, a camera or whatever they were using. Oh, that's hilarious.
You had to dig deep for that one. I forgot about that.
I've got a few more. Jerry's got some great photos I found on Facebook. Brian's yours was tough because Jerry's photos were all about him. Yours were all about your kids. On Facebook.
There is no I in team, but there is an M and an E. So
There you go.
I
There
love
you go.
me some me.
We need to hear some stories, Jerry. Some wrestling stories.
Now, hang on.
Ooh.
We'll get to that,
Yeah.
Jet.
Oh,
We'll
we'll
get
get
to
to
that.
that. All right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
jumped the
Yeah.
shark. I jumped the shark.
No,
My
you're
bad.
good. You're
My
good.
bad.
You're good. That's foreshadowing. Just quickly, what DNA teams do you guys play for? Just so that, because I'm not sure if everybody knows who you guys are. Oh,
Okay, I play for DNA Glamour Shots on Sunday and then Geriatrics on Wednesdays.
Yep, I play with Gerry on the geriatrics on Wednesdays, and then I was subbing on Glamour Shots this last season. That's it.
and the normal question is how you get involved with DNA, but the whole Glamour Shots team came over in one big swoop, you know. Oh, so that kind of
That explains
all right,
me.
where-
Yeah. And then yeah.
Okay, I found it. All right, Gerry. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Gerry. Go ahead.
No, so yeah, I joined that team I think 3 or 4 sessions before we combined. But yeah, it was I hadn't played in 20 years before I came back, so
Glad to have you back.
yeah.
So what happened was Eric was having a tough time. Like he'd have like 2 or 3 people would drop like every session, you know. And I kept on saying, look, if you ever want to join DNA, let me know. We can always find people to you know, to fill your team, you know. And he finally broke down and gave in.
It was rough. We had some rough, like starting a person down
Right.
before we joined. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I thought I could get this bigger. I don't. We want to talk about your wrestling career. That's not as big as
Will.
I thought it was. Go ahead.
Bottom right. Bottom
Jet.
right. That bottom right. See that magnifying glass?
Oh, thank you. Thank you,
Uh,
Jet. Ooh. That might be a little bit. Is that better?
yeah.
Who's that?
There we
guy?
go. Okay. There we go. All right. For those of you who don't know, Gerry was a professional wrestler for many, many years.
Mhm.
He can still come out of retirement.
Occasionally.
Yeah. He is wrestler.
He
Yeah.
is. Always is, always will be.
Nobody retires, especially at my level of wrestling. There is no yeah. I lost money on that deal, but
So
just say I
how'd
quit
you-
wrestling. I stopped.
Excuse me.
how'd you get started? in
Okay,
wrestling?
so my kids' mom, when I met her, she found out
First
I
or
watched
second?
pro wrestling.
Second wife. Sorry,
Second
second wife.
wife,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Yep, second wife. Yep.
So I watched wrestling from the moment I found it on TV, and like to my dad's like very much disheartened because he was a boxer and I'm watching pro wrestling. He's like, this is fake, right? Blah. But I knew it was fake. I just liked it. So when we were still dating when I met her, or when she introduced me to the guy who became my tag partner. So I think it was in 2000 or something. The Omaha Wrestling Alliance was started by a guy named Maury Swanger, and just doing shows here locally in Omaha. So my buddy was already wrestling for them, and then I got connected through that.
How many wrestling matches do you think you've participated in?
Well over 100, I would think,
Okay. Okay.
or close to that. It runs together after a while because there would be times where I would, there would be times that I would, fuck.
Do like a doubleheader.
There would be times where I would quit wrestling for like 2 or 3 months, and then I would just take breaks. And then there was times where I was wrestling like 4 days a week. Sometimes it was, or 4 days a month. Sometimes multiple times in those days, or sometimes like I just have a couple shows this month, or I just had one show. So it was hit and miss, but yeah, probably around 100, if not a little more. That's my friend.
Any?
Yeah,
There you go. Well, no longer your friend.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
That was the length of our friendship right there.
Right there. So how did you guys meet?
Um, so how did I meet with?
Well, where does photo get taken?
Oh, the Hulk Hogan one. That was at the
Yeah.
liquor store that used to be where Toys R Us is in Millard.
Oh,
And
yeah.
this was like not
Wait.
long before he passed. So he was promoting that All American beer or Real American beer.
Oh, I
They
got
were
you.
advertising he was going to
Okay.
be there. So I actually took PTO that day and stood in line. And I don't drink. I don't drink. So I'm like waiting in line at this liquor store. Um, and you had to buy two 12 packs of that beer.
Oh,
And then he would
jeez.
autograph it and take a picture with you. So I think I
So
gave Drew
not,
a 12 pack of it, and the rest nobody wanted. And I don't drink, so I just poured them down the drain.
poured it down. Oh, I thought this is maybe something to do with wrestling, like before one of your wrestling meets or something like that.
No, I did. There was a couple of guys that had wrestled in WWF or WWE that I would be on shows with. So Brutus the Barber Beefcake was on a show I was
Okay.
on. Um,
Okay. I was going to ask you who the famous ones are. Yeah.
yeah, Gangrel, the vampire gimmick thing. Um,
I don't remember that guy.
but
I don't remember
Kamala,
him.
I don't know if you guys remember Kamala, the Ugandan giant. He would come out
I
like
think
he was
so. I think so.
like he was from deepest, darkest Africa, is what they say. But he would have like his face painted like a skull, and he had a big belly with a um, crescent moon and a star on one of his boobs, and then But I was on a couple shows with him, and I knew enough about the business. Like I should not have been surprised that Kamala was actually named James, and he was from Mississippi. There he is.
Oh, thank you.
James.
Yeah.
James, and he's from Mississippi. Damn.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Rest in peace, Kamala. That guy lost both of his legs to diabetes before he died, and he died like in. That's one of the sad things. A lot of those guys didn't take care of their money and like live in very bad conditions, or at least conditions you wouldn't think of. But I think Jim was doing pretty bad when he passed. But
Well, I don't think they were bad with the money. Just McMahon didn't give him anything.
that's yeah,
What I
that's
can-
part of it.
right.
That's part of it too.
Yeah.
And then like then it's one of those things where I'm like, well, he died from that, but the other guys are dying from like overdoses and heart attacks from the steroids and things like that. But yeah, it's there was a few big names at shows I was at and stuff, but for the most part, regional people that were kind of big, we'd be on shows with them.
Who was the most famous guy you wrestled?
That I wrestled.
Yeah. Would you say?
Nobody super famous that anybody would recognize. They were all
Okay,
local guys.
okay.
Yeah.
All local guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's weird. So the independent pro wrestling is weird because you might have one group like in your hometown that you wrestle for, but then you're just trying to get out to all these other places. And when I started, the only way you could really do it was sending a videotape somewhere. You couldn't just like, oh, hey, let me send you this YouTube video of me. So it took a lot of, in the business in general, historically, was hard to get into because you kind of had to know somebody. And like when I got into it, obviously everybody knew at that point this is predetermined and scripted. But some of the guys that got in earlier, they would still protect the business. If somebody came in, I want to wrestle, they would like Hulk Hogan famously has a story where the first time he went to train, this dude broke his leg. And then he came back,
Okay.
so they trained him. So
Well, didn't wrestling start like regionally, the McMahon's the one who kind of brought it to the national stage.
Yeah, so there was regions
Yeah.
like so you
I know
had
way too much about this.
you're right. You have WWF back in the day, kind of up in New
Right.
York, and then you had uh, different like NWA in different places. Omaha was a big AWA stop, like Mad Dog Vachon and some of the older guys were born here. Ted DiBiase, Sting, a lot of those guys were born here. So yeah, it was fun times.
There you go, Val. I'm sharing it for you.
Yeah.
Val asked what your wrestling name was.
I was the main attraction, Johnny Jackson. So I started training in 2001. I think my first match was like July of '02, and it was in Council Bluffs
Okay.
in a roller rink. So this is the
Of
kind of
course.
glitz and glamour. I mean, y'all saw the place that we did that battle royal. That was rough, but
Hot, very
the roller
hot.
arena,
That was a
that's where my
super
first
hot
match
day.
was.
That was hot.
It
Did you
was
go to
so-
that, Brian?
Uh-uh.
Oh, yeah. You missed out on 120
Oh.
degrees. I swear to God.
Yeah, I'm just glad that same ring I've wrestled in a lot, and he has a black mat that's really nice looking. And if I would have showed up and
Okay.
he would have had that black mat on that son of a bitch,
You
I'm
probably
gonna
wanted
know.
because it had been so hot.
Yeah, it would've been-
He
Yeah,
would have been
yeah, you
cooking.
probably
Like
would've
no one
burned
would have been.
yourself.
oh,
No
I
one
would.
would've
Yeah, I
laid
had no
down on
bumps,
that.
brother. I wouldn't be on the ground at all.
Jet, do you have any video from that day?
No, I don't. That I can share. I can't. I don't have any video from that day. The only
I
thing
swear
of
There
we
might
video
be
from
some
we should have
somewhere
we
online.
prepared that.
yeah.
There might be some on the Facebook somewhere under videos. I don't know.
I couldn't find anything. Yeah, I was looking, Jerry, and I couldn't find anything.
Yeah, it's so there wasn't a lot of my matches I have, but they've never been uploaded anywhere because it was just me recording them on my own so I could watch my matches, and most of like those little promotions aren't gonna do that for you anyway.
I did
They're
find this
wrong.
photo.
Look at that haircut. Yeah, that's me. Big Superman fan. I have a Superman tattoo.
Who's that with you?
That's my best friend, Will. Obviously, he had the
Okay.
cooler underoos, but I had the better cape. So he's still one of my best friends. We met in preschool, and he's still one of my best friends. But yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say, you still friends with them?
yeah. So and he was
That's awesome.
yeah, he's in Colorado now, but he was in the military as a fighter pilot, so he was all over the place for a while. But we stayed
Oh,
in
yeah.
touch and there for each other.
That's awesome. Brian, we'll get back to you, I promise.
Oh no, Jerry's had an interesting life, man. That's awesome, man. I like learning more about you, Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry's probably the main reason why I wanted to do this podcast. Because I think it was like one of the first days
Yeah.
I met you, Jerry, and it was a Wednesday. We went upstairs to have our cocktails, and Jerry came up there, and I don't know how we got it. And yeah, Jerry's like, yeah, I used to be a professional wrestler. It's like, wait, what? And it just, and I'm like, that's the reason why I kind of wanted to do this, because Jerry, it's fascinating to me.
It is.
learning
I think
this.
about some things like it's not that it wasn't lucrative for me, but not very many people get to live out that kind of dream. So,
Yeah.
Right.
And I wrestled like some of the crowds I wrestle in front of, maybe close to 1,000, a little over in some places, and then I would, but then there would be shows where there's like 20 people or less sometimes. So you show up and you're like, however many fans are there, I want them to walk away with a lasting impression of something. And I was usually the bad guy, and it's easy. For me, it was easy to make people remember how much they hated me, even if it was a small crowd. So.
look at all these wonderful people from. This is from Micro Wrestling One. I thought it was really funny how he was like cool at first and he just turns total heel.
Yeah.
Omaha, Nebraska. What a place. It's got the ugliest grandmas, the ugliest children, the ugliest guy right there. Look at that guy. Like, they made fun of this guy the entire time. So he must have been like a promoter or something. You know
I
what I
ripped
mean?
it off I ripped it off because I heard Chris Jericho say it one time, but we did at least a few shows a year in Lincoln, and I was billed from like California or something because you don't want everybody to be from Omaha or from
Oh,
like
yeah,
Council
yeah.
Bluffs. So you're just like, okay, well, I have family here, so I can be from there. But um, so I would go there and I would have the microphone and I same kind of thing where it's just like I'm the baby face and I'm like Lincoln, Nebraska, all this stuff and like everybody's cheering and everything. I go, I just want to let you know, I won't let you down like your Cornhuskers do every year. And the visceral reaction, and it killed me because I love my Huskers.
Oh no,
Every
but
year,
that's what
I'm
you
sure
got to
there
do.
was
You kind of got to.
some of the same people in the crowd, but it made
Yeah.
people so mad, and kids are easy to make
Yeah.
mad, and if you make them mad, their parents are mad. So
Like, fuck, I gotta deal with this later. Thanks a lot, guy.
is that my Ultimate Warrior paint for the glow run?
Is that what I was going to ask you about that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you zoom in
I
on
can
him a
see the
little bit
Ultimate
more?
Warrior now. I can see it now. Yeah. Yeah.
that's me and my ex in that picture. But the
Oh,
Oh,
great
which
job,
one's your
Will.
ex?
the one with
They're on
in the
good
yellow
terms, Jet.
shirt,
Don't worry about it.
the
Yeah,
one
yeah,
in the
yeah.
All
yellow
right, which
shirt.
one?
Yeah,
So to your right,
yeah, yeah, yeah. The left, the far left. Of
in the photo,
Yep,
right in the photo. Yeah.
yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And then in the
You're
middle, that's my
right.
niece.
Jesus, man.
In the
Use
middle is my
directions
niece and her
correctly.
friend.
I know, man.
No.
Sorry, Jerry.
No, it's fine.
All right, Brian. Let's hear your interesting stories.
Well, nothing as interesting as Gerry, but no, I don't know. What do you want to know?
Hang on. I got one I'm going to ask you about.
What are you wearing? No, I'm kidding.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know
no.
that one.
Is it coming
Well,
up?
what are you wearing? That was the first question.
Oh, that's like a Union Omaha like special jersey thing my wife bought me last fall.
Oh, with
Oh,
Never have a good
man.
time to wear it, but like I was like, this
Yeah.
podcast is like the
This
perfect time
is the
to put this
perfect
on.
time to wear it.
311,
Because
the
Will,
311
what are you
Union.
wearing? What are you wearing? I said you don't need to take it off. Okay, good. The Hearts of
Oh, it's right there,
Pine. The
buddy.
Hearts of Pine. Where are they? Where are they? Down
My
behind.
main kit.
The Owls.
The new
That's
Lighthouse
awesome.
main kit. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Why is this?
What do you guys like? 12th place. Union's like basically tied for. No, they're about to be first. Once
I think
Yeah, they
Union's
got to
in
be way
first.
up there. Yeah.
Yeah, they're third technically because two other teams are tied for first. But if they win this next game, they're a game down to play. Yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah. No, I can. That was. I probably was in the basement of our house at Third and Logan in Fremont, and so I guarantee you, there's two people that you guys know of at least that were there that night. Probably Rogan was for sure there because I lived with him, and I guarantee you Drew was there. Julia was probably there too, but yeah, we were probably playing Beer Die or something like that night, and I was probably feeling pretty good at that point, I'm guessing. But yeah.
You look like you're about to punch the cameraman.
Yeah,
Like you're like
I think I had like a
almost
you
there.
see that, and like I have a little black and mild in the corner of my head. I thought I was a gangster, probably.
So,
Was that
so how did
lit?
you get involved with
Yeah.
Glamour Shots? Did you guys all know Eric,
Well,
or did
so, like,
Rogan used to run it, right?
I
Well,
think
so like the
Dustin
way,
used to.
yeah.
Before
So
Eric
I don't
did.
know like about the glamour shots because like that, I originally got involved with DNA through like the Wednesday thing.
Mhm.
Rogan had
Oh,
just been
okay.
like, I told you guys about my second ACL thing, whatever. I'd kind of written off soccer and I was like, I'm done. Like I don't want to get hurt again. Blah blah blah.
Sure.
And Rogan had always just been pestering me all the time, and like he's like, come on, you got to sub for me on this Wednesday thing. It's super chill, whatever. I came and played, and I was like, yep, I want to keep playing. So I was like, and then it slowly evolved, and then, I just love that team, like Eric, Dustin, Craig, Gerry. I think Avery was on the team at the time originally, and just everybody that's kind of come be a part of that team. Like it was kind of like nice, like a little stepping stone for me to get back into the game and stuff. And yeah, I definitely would not have been playing like as much as I
Dustin
do
said
without
he
that.
started it.
Like going to go play on Scott's men's team now, right?
Yeah, I'm like it was like
Yeah.
almost, it's like an addiction. Like I got that little taste again, and I'm like,
Yeah.
boom, I'm full blown junkie like all over again. But yeah,
Well, and again, that's why I do the Wednesday, because it is super chill. And then, okay, yes, I can handle playing again. Let me go find something more competitive. Or, you know what? I'm perfect here. This is what I want to do.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's awesome. I mean, I'm glad you're able to get back in and playing again.
No, yeah. It's been amazing just to be able to get back and playing again. Like just gotten in so much better shape, and just like even just mentally being able to do that again has like been kind of a game changer. Like I said, I thought I was done. I'll be 41 here in a couple months, and I'm like, you know what? I can probably keep playing until I'm like Scott's age, maybe. As long as my knees hold up.
Or my age.
Yeah, yeah. That's actually us on our like honeymoon. We went to Kansas City right after our wedding. We went to Miami for our real honeymoon like a few months later, but yeah.
Okay. I was hoping that was your wife.
Yep.
Deep doo doo.
If not, well, then we got a good story.
Yeah. Nope, that's her.
All right, I got one more I got to ask you about because I saw this and I got to know what this is all about. So bear with me 1 second.
Oh man.
There's got to be a story behind this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was buddy Jason. That's when I was working in Old Chicago. It was a Halloween party thing. I think I was dressed as like Chips, like one of the like California Highway Patrol back in the day. I think he was.
No, that's not a California Highway Patrol outfit.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah,
That's a
something
YMCA outfit.
It's even got
Yeah, I
the
don't
little
know
skirt.
what he was.
It's
Like,
perfect.
yeah. Oh no, yeah, that's like the waiter thing, right? Like
I know. I'm
Chip,
teasing.
yeah.
I'm
Yes,
teasing.
no,
It does look like a
yes,
skirt, though.
exactly.
It does
It
look
does
like a
kind of,
skirt.
yeah. Yeah. No, I'm sure it was like some shitty Halloween thing. I bought it like who knows? Like what do they call that place?
Spirit Halloween.
Spirit, yeah, something like
Spirit
that,
Halloween.
or
Yeah,
Walmart or
yeah,
something. Yeah, I don't remember.
yeah.
Yeah, that was my old Chicago days. Yeah, that was before I grew up and got the real job.
Which job do you like more, Old Chicago or your current job?
I will say something,
Money
and
not a factor.
anybody that's ever like done like a serving job will tell you like you will have nightmares about not being able to get to every table and things like that. I have never had a nightmare about my insurance job. Like like I've never had that nightmare, and like I'll every once in a while you'll still have like even 15 years later I'll have that dream like I can't get to everybody. It's anxiety and all that, but yeah, serving as a or being a waiter waitress, like it's a tough job, man. Anybody that's ever done it, but it's fun though. Like it's kind of like DNA, like kind of like soccer. You get like a little family, like community sort of thing. Everybody, you know, hangs out after work. We used to have like parking lot beers out in the parking lot back there behind Old Chicago. Everybody just, it's like almost like college all over again. And then, but yeah, that's a good time. Yeah, if I had to choose and money wasn't a factor, I would probably do that. Like it was a fun life for a while. Not with kids though.
Did you ever
Yeah.
did you ever have a manager named short guy named Ryan by chance as your manager?
It rings a bell.
He we would go to the Old Chicago on 78th and Cass all the time after baseball with my boys, and he was the manager there for a little bit. Couple years ago, we were having some issues with the answer or anything. So, this Terminex guy came by. It happened to be, he goes, we're talking half an hour. He goes, did you used to go to the old Chicago on cat? And it happened to be this guy who was the manager there, who's obviously since it closed, he had to find a different job. But yeah, it was just kind of funny. It was just kind
Yeah,
of funny.
yeah, those guys, man, they would work like 60 hours a week. Like, I did not envy the managers at those places.
Yeah, yeah, no kid, no kid. You guys have any pets?
I do. I have a dog and a tortoise.
I have a dog. We did have two, just one passed pretty recently, but
Sorry to hear that.
yeah, thanks. Yeah, she was a pretty sweet dog. She was a golden retriever. She only made it to about 8 years old. My girls were pretty broken up about it, but
That's terrible.
yeah, it was rough. She went quick too. It sucked. Like she was pretty much fine on like Christmas, and then by New Year she was gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, real recent then. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. How old are
Yeah.
your girls?
Oldest one's 9. She'll be 10 in June, so about 10. And then my littlest one just turned 4. And then we have we foster our niece too, and she's 14.
Okay, now that's an interesting story that you need to talk to us about.
Yeah. No, so we fostered her, or we have fostered her for, it'll be 2 years this August, and she's special needs too. Like she's pretty high functioning, but special needs. She's got a lot of issues and stuff, but yeah, my brother and sister-in-law are a real piece of work, and pretty abusive household and alcoholic household,
Okay,
all
so-
that stuff, and yeah.
So what's on your side? That's the shit side. Then.
No, it's my wife's. no. I got a little
okay.
brother, and he's in Dallas. He's like a computer engineer. He's got his shit together for the most part. But yeah, no, they're
No, in that side of the family, Brian's the piece of shit. All right. The other guy is actually making money.
Well, look who he's hanging out with.
I know, right? He's degenerate.
Oh, yeah, no shit.
Yeah. Ex-wrestlers and yeah. That's great. Just
So,
kidding.
so how did it come that you wanted to foster? What
Well,
happened?
so for me, like me personally, to be full transparency, like I didn't really want to, like it's a big undertaking, right? A 14-year-old
100%.
with special needs, and like the shitty thing was like, her parents never took care of her really, like didn't get her the proper medical care and stuff. My wife is a saint. Like she spent the first like year or 2 years, year and a half that she was with us, like getting her into psychiatry therapies, like seeing a neurologist for the first time in 10 years, like all this stuff, because she has like cerebral palsy, a lot of autistic, ADHD, PTSD, all this crazy stuff. And yeah, it's been a long road. But yeah, it was basically like it was either come here and be with family or go into the system. And we, at the end of the day, didn't want her to have to go into the system because it's not always, doesn't always end up well. So that's kind of how. But yeah, most days are good, but we have had some rough days with it.
Okay, I'm going to throw this out here, and you don't have to answer, but just, do you know what my wife does for a living?
Huh.
Hmm.
Okay, she's a child and adolescent psychiatrist. Her last name's Oliveto.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll have to
doesn't ring a
mention-
bell. Okay,
No, it does. Well,
I
I told you, my wife like manages all that stuff. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll have to all of that.
Okay. yeah. It's just out of curiosity.
Yeah, so you know that world. It's
Yes.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yes.
Mhm.
But
No,
yeah.
you and your wife are saints. I don't think I could ever do that. Yeah, I don't think I could ever do that. So that's awesome that you guys. And
Yeah, it's like-
do they have other children?
Yeah, they have 2 older boys who both went with one of my wife's other sisters. She has 3 sisters. So that's even, but they're both, normal, ish or whatever. But yeah, it's just a very troubled home that they came
But
from.
they gave up all 3 kids then.
Not willingly. No, like it had to go through all like the courts, and it was a lot like hardcore domestic abuse.
So
Like
the kids were going to be removed.
yeah, they got removed, and
Yeah.
and it's funny, like they're douchebags. Like they'll go a month without like missing their visits and all that stuff that they're supposed to have. Like it's
And again, this is on your wife's side of the family, not yours, right?
yep. Yeah.
No. Brian,
But-
that's all. That's great. That's great. You guys can do that.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think I could do that.
No, like I said, I mean, most of the time it's good, but there's definitely been some rough periods. But
Oh, I'm sure. What does your wife do for a living?
she works for her mom owns her own business, and she works for her.
The name of the business?
It's you wouldn't know it. It's like they do like they run like a cleaning company basically. Like they go in and like they have
Trying to
crews that
get
go
you
in and
some
do like
advertising, Brian.
no, no, they go in and do like if people they have contracts with apartments or whatever. Like people move out, they go in and clean and stuff like that. And so she runs like
Gotcha.
the administrative part of it, which has been great with us, with kids and stuff. Like they never had to be in daycares and things like that, and how expensive that
It's
can
not
be.
Bio One. It's not Bio One, is it?
No,
Okay.
no, it's yeah, you
Yeah.
wouldn't know, yeah.
Okay. Well, no, I had to hire. My brother had to be hospitalized for about 2 months, and we actually had to have a Bio One company come in to clean out his house. That's a long story, but yeah, I am somewhat familiar with that side of things also. But I'm trying to get you some ad, dude. If you
Hey,
want to give her
it'd be
names,
my
that's up to
mother-in-law.
you.
She
So.
she can find her own business.
Yeah, she can pay. She's a mother-in-law.
That's right.
This is a question that I haven't asked anybody else. I'm going to start asking. What is something people would be surprised to find out about you?
More than being a pro wrestler.
More than being a pro wrestler, exactly. Like you travel somewhere, something out of character.
Something out of character.
Yeah, just
I
something
used
people
to
would be
teach Sunday
surprised.
school.
Oh,
There you go. See, there we
Yeah.
go.
did you go in your wrestling gear?
No. I'm sure the parents would be real happy. We're dropping off our kids with a guy in spandex and patent leather boots.
Power of Christ compels you, and you just give a kid an elbow.
Why are you wearing that golden belt?
Thou shalt not covenant thy neighbor.
Oh, somebody's advertising
Oh,
on the Twitch.
yeah.
Maybe that. Fucking Jet about that. Are you still a Sunday school teacher?
No, I haven't for a while. It's got
Okay.
to be too much for me dealing.
Okay.
Like it was fun, like when my kids were around that age, and then after a while, I'm like, all right, this is just other little kids that
Not worth it.
I still would help them if they ask, but yeah, I
Okay.
don't have a desire to.
Anything, Brian? Besides adopting a special needs kid?
Yeah, no, that's yeah.
Because
that
I
would
don't know how
probably
many
be
people
one.
would have known that about you.
Just
I
a
wouldn't have
couple,
known.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I the only thing I mean, I'm pretty. I'm a pretty much an old man now. Kids, wife, all that stuff. But when I was when I was in college, like you guys remember, so that was like early 2000s, mid 2000s. Like you guys remember how like big poker was back then, like the World Series of Poker, all that
Yep.
stuff all the time. Like
Yep.
so like me being 20-year-old, I was like not wanting to grow up and get a real job and stuff. I'm trying to find ways to make it rich or whatever. I was like, I want to be a pro poker player. And so like I was like dedicated, like I read all these books and whatever, and like online poker was huge back then. And for a while when I first moved to Omaha, like I was paying all my bills, like I'd win a few tournaments here and there for a few $1,000s, like blah blah blah. So that's like I was like just poured everything into poker for a while, and I got to be pretty darn good. And then they kind of shut down the whole like online thing at one point, and that kind of made that dream go away. But I was like, in my mind, I was close to hitting it big, a couple times, but
You
Yeah,
never went
so-
to one of the World Series or anything like that?
no, we went to Vegas a few years ago just for like a trip. Me and my wife take a winter trip every year because her birthday's in January. And one time she was like, "It's always so cold on my birthday." I was like, "You know what? Let's go somewhere warm every January." But we went to Vegas
Vegas.
one year,
Yeah.
and I played a tournament at the Horseshoe, where they
Oh, okay.
and they had all the pictures of all the winners and like some of the
Sure.
World Series of Championship or World Series of Poker Championship bracelets and stuff. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to play a tournament there. I almost made it to the money. I think I finished like 13th or 14th, and it was like a 60-person tournament or something like that. But
Nice.
that's
that's
close.
not
Yeah, it's
bad.
closest. Yeah, it was fun though. But yeah, I still love playing. It takes a lot of time to sit down and play
Yeah.
a whole poker game.
Yeah.
Do you still
Awesome.
play
All right.
like around Omaha or not so much? Or
Yeah, I mean, every once in a while I'll go down to like the Horseshoe. Like last year we went for my birthday, stayed a couple days down there, and I played a couple poker tournaments. And I'll play. There's like it's kind of like shady nowadays, because they shut down most of the online poker. But there's like one America's Card Room that I'll play on every once. Got a couple $100 on there. I'll, play a tournament here and there, and nothing. Haven't hit anything too big in a long time, but yeah, it's fun. I don't know, like it definitely keeps your mind sharp, I think, because there's a lot of math involved, and stuff. So it's
Sure.
fun. But like I said, you got to, sit down for 5-6 hours if you really want to play a long tournament or something like that. So it's kind of hard to do it these days.
understandable.
All right. Once again, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Final questions. What do you like most about Jet? Have you not listened to any of our
Take your
podcasts
time,
before,
guys.
gentlemen?
Take your time.
Gerry, you want to go?
Nothing? You don't like anything about Jet?
His musk.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks. No, so also, so I know everybody probably always says like how good how good you are at soccer, like you're an awesome player. But I will say, like, I know there's been a couple times like my daughter came to something, and like you've always just been so nice to my kids. Like I appreciate that, and it was funny yesterday in that tournament. I can't remember who it was that like kind of like maybe fouled you a little bit or something. And then I kind of like ran into you, you're like, oh, that was something, and then you're like, not you, like I don't know, it's kind of funny.
Oh, yeah,
I just
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that. Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, I do
But no,
remember
you're just
that.
a cool,
Like,
chill
sorry,
dude.
it wasn't directed at
Yeah,
you.
I was like,
you
because
know?
I was like, oh, it wasn't me. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, but no, you're a cool, chill dude.
No,
Thank you.
yeah, really. Like Jeff and I have had a lot of funny conversations while playing on Wednesdays during games.
Oh yeah, the 9 to 5er.
Yeah.
It's either my wrestling name or my stripper name because I'm not getting in shape for either, and it's just like a very bad looking stripper or a very bad looking like wrestler. It's like how'd that guy get on there? I don't know. His dad must know somebody. So it's just like, yeah, I'm the 9 to 5er, which also makes sense because it's just like this dude in like a suit, no tie, because you don't want that
Yeah.
trouble. But it's kind of
Dockers.
yeah, exactly.
All right. What do you guys hate the most about Jet?
The same thing probably.
Yeah, he makes me look like I can't steal the ball from anyone.
Yeah. It's hard to,
Like
it's hard to
I'm a
defend.
defender by trade. I can't take a ball from you. I'm like,
Yeah.
once out of every 10 times I try to get it, maybe I poke it away. But
Yeah. It
And then,
feels
then you're
like-
super
it feels like
excited.
you won the
Yeah.
World
Thinking you like
Cup.
accomplished something with
Yeah.
it.
yeah,
Totally with you,
And
Brian.
that just
Totally with
makes
you.
me angry because I want no hope for anyone. You know?
no, it's just funny. Like, dude, sometimes you'll like hit these like crazy angle shots in there, and I'm like, damn, how the hell did you do that? Like, that was like no angle on that. Like,
Well, no, and then you remember. Then I got to say he's D1, and you're like, yeah, okay, now we know how he did it. You know.
yeah, I know, but he
Long
has like
time
a
ago,
different
man.
style. Like, I've played against a lot of really good
Yeah.
players, and like you have like a different style than anybody I've ever played against. It's like almost like a ninja style or something. I don't know how
Yeah,
to
it's
explain it.
more like a guy that never watched soccer but was kind of good at it, and then watched soccer later in life, and it's like, I don't really like how they play. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. That's really what it is.
It's like you got that roll thing with your foot. Like, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
like, you know.
What you're
The
saying is
1-2
Jeff's pretty
shot.
good at soccer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
he's
little.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's your favorite thing about me?
Oh, that you started DNA.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, we'll like
I'm
just.
actually. Go ahead, Brian. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say like just like the whole organization you put together. Like I was saying, like
Yeah.
the whole like Wednesday thing, getting back into things, like for me personally has been like huge. Like just for my life, like mentally, and just getting back in shape and everything. And like you afforded that opportunity, whether you knew it or not. Like, so I just want to thank you. Like, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I did Wednesdays for the people that are done being super competitive or you're injured and you want to start out somewhere, hey, try it. It's low key. Then if you want to move on to Sundays, we can do an A, B, or C teams. I mean, we've got one in each league, so if you want, we can throw in one of those. No, I think it's great. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy. Like when I first started doing Wednesdays, like I'd be sore for like 3 or 4 days afterwards. Or the first tournament I remember doing, like I was like crip walking for like a week, and like now I'm like it's the next day. I'm like I'm good, like it's crazy.
Well, with the tournaments, because you're not playing constantly, you're resting. You're thinking, oh, because I'm getting the resting, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good. Next day comes around and it's like, oh my God, I cannot believe how sore. Yeah, no, I can believe it. I can believe it. What is something I can improve on or you don't like about me? Let's put it that way. Not hate. I shouldn't use hate. Or annoyed. What are you annoyed with?
I really have nothing, man. Like you're cool.
You can't tell me I'm perfect. You mean this doesn't annoy you? Is that what you're saying?
I thought you had a Where's Waldo shirt on under.
I know. These are the. We lived 10 years in Maine.
Okay.
And we've been back here 17 years. I've told my wife I'm ready to die in Maine. Not immediately. I'd like to go, spend the last 20 years of our life there. Obviously, the Hearts of Pine is the professional soccer team there.
Mm-hmm.
The boys and I obviously got the kits right away, blah, blah, blah. My wife, who doesn't like any professional sports, last year, we always go to Maine every year for a vacation. We actually went to a Pines game. She fell in love with it. We're going to go when they play Union. We're all going to go. She's got her shirt. She's all in on the Pines. Oh, so we had to get the new kits. So these are called the Lighthouse kits.
Mm-hmm.
Not the Where's Waldo kits. Nothing bad about me. Good. I love it. I'm perfect. I appreciate that. Gentlemen, Brian, Gerry, thank you so much. It's been great getting to know you guys. We might have to do a second round because I think we've just scratched the surface on some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Especially after you get married, Gerry. Love to hear about your honeymoon.
Do it live from his wedding.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Jet, what do you think?
Yeah.
Live podcast. All right,
Of
gentlemen.
the honeymoon? No,
Jerry's wife
no,
might
the
have to
wedding.
agree
The
with that.
wedding. Yeah, right.
Here's the honeymoon, Gerry.
Follow
Jet,
me
don't say
around with
no.
a drone the whole time.
Right.
All right, Brian, Gerry, thank you. Appreciate it. Jet and I will finish up.
Guys.
You guys have a great evening.
Have a good night, guys.
Take care.
Bye.
Thanks. Take care.
Can you
That
hear
was
me
fun.
all right?
That was informative. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I am looking
Yeah, that
for
was a lot
who's
of
our next
depth
week
I
guest?
wasn't
You know who-
prepared for. Sorry, I was saying like that was a lot more depth than I was prepared for. I thought we were just gonna talk wrestling and kids and stuff like that, but I mean, technically we did do both, but in a more in-depth way I wasn't prepared for.
No, it was nice hearing about Brian and his
Yeah.
fostering. That's something I'm sure nobody knew about. That's
Mm-hmm.
impressive that they can do that. Absolutely impressive.
Absolutely.
You know who next week's guests are, correct?
You told me, but as per usual, I forgot. Who are next week's guests?
Cade and his parents.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun or not?
It
I don't
should
know.
be very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't already, please like the feed. Please subscribe to the channel. We didn't get any new subscribers this week, so I'm really disappointed. We're still at 46. Like to get that up to 50 on the YouTube channel.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Val, we all learned a lot. Thank you. All right, Jet, I'm going to go have dinner. It's great seeing you as always.
Yeah. It's a
Next
pleasure.
week, the
I will-
Herberts. Look forward to it. Kate and his parents, Doreen and Tim. Can't wait. Jet, have a good
Alrighty.
evening. We'll see you on Wednesday.
See you guys. Bye bye.
Take care. Bye-bye, all.